Kiwe duanye no so nke ezi omume gị. Kiwe wezugara anyị ọrịa niile, ọrịa niile nke pụrụ ịdakwasị mmadụ dị ndụ. N'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye na-agwọ ọrịa. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ sunele nke ndị agha ka igwe mere anyị ebere. Ka akwa nke anyị na-ebekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị. Ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike. Ka anyị wee n'ikpete maazị nye ha nsọgụ tutere nsọpụrụ na ịja mma. Site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise.
Welcome once again to my channel. I appreciate you wherever you're connecting from. If you're connecting from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, I thank you very much for your contributions on my channel. Please always put down your comment. I read your comments all the time and I'm very encouraged. I thank you for all your comments. Thank you for your contribution. I learned a lot from your comments and it encourages me to continue to move forward. Thank you so much and remember blessed wherever you are. Please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that it will be notified. You will be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you very much and remember blessed. Once again, I come to you, bringing you my own views on things that are happening in that contraption called Nigeria. We are going to find a solution. That is what we are doing. Finding a solution to that very problem. We are not hating anybody, not talking down on anybody. All we are asking is for peace in that very contraption called Nigeria, that every individual, every indigenous tribe in that very contraption, we have a peace of mind. As the contraption is structured now, there is no unity in that very contraption. There has never been any unity, and there is none. The pretense is over. A lot of people have been pretending for a very long time of unity in diversity and unity in whatever. There is no unity in that very contraption. For some of us who have lived in the northern part of Nigeria for years, when you live in the northern part of Nigeria and come back to the south, you now understand that these are two different nations altogether, that they can never function together. They can never function. I pity some of those Christians who are living in the north. Their own problem is even the worst because it has no remedy, it has no solution. They are being suppressed and occupied at every minute, every single minute, they are being killed. For every single mistake, they are being held accountable and killed. And you are telling me that we can remain on this? We cannot continue. We cannot continue in this direction. But the major problem that we are facing now in heading for our freedom, which is sure, because it is very sure and confirmed that Biafra will be free. Odudua will be free. The Middle Belters will be free. Every indigenous tribe in that contraption called Nigeria will be free. And they will be able to decide their fate, choose what they want for themselves, celebrate and be patriotic to their region. That is what we are asking for. That is what we are asking for. Peace for everybody. The right for every human being to live and exist is what we are asking. Not just for the Southerners, we are asking the same for people in the north. There are a lot of good people in the north also. There are a lot of good people in the northern part of Nigeria. A lot of them, but they don't have a voice. The Hausas has been suppressed completely. You can never hear about the Hausas. You don't hear about the Nupes. You don't hear about other tribes. There are so many other tribes in that very northern side of Nigeria. You don't hear about them. They have been suppressed by the Fulanis. The Fulanis have sworn to destroy Nigeria just because Nigerians welcome them. The Hausas welcomed them with an open arm, thinking that they were for real, not knowing that they are welcoming something that's going to consume them. They came in to the Hausa land. When they came out with the message of fighting corruption, which is the same message they are preaching today. That they are going to fight corruption, that the Hausa kings are corrupt, that they are going to help them to wipe away the corruption in the Hausa land and install sanity. What did they do? They connived and killed all the leaders in the Hausa land, occupied their land and turned their people against them. The Hausa foolishly fall into this very trick, and today they have occupied the Hausa land, dominated the Hausa land. They are no longer talking about Hausa Fulani. What they are now claiming is Fulani fully is in control of the north now. Fulani is in charge in all parts of the north. All their governors are Fulanis. All their appointed officials are Fulanis. You go to their northern forum, they are all Fulanis. Other tribes have no voice. They have nothing to say in that very contraption. And these people are now moving south to occupy the south. Some people think it is just a child's play. Some people are playing politics with this. Some people are dancing around it. Some people are just pretending that it's not happening. But this is staring at you and I in our face. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has cried time without number. He has been crying for years about this very day that we are in. People fail to hear. People fail to understand. Many people who have failed to understand and listen to what he has said. Many people that call him name, some of them are in their grave today. They are not here to witness what is going on. Some also who out of their selfishness they refuse to accept the truth are still dying in silence. They don't want to speak. They don't want to acknowledge the truth. But it's obvious. Everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have predicted about the invasion of the Fulanis in the southern part of Nigeria, it is happening before your own very eyes. There is no other thing you can do than for us to fight as much as we can to liberate ourselves from this very calamity. Because it has come. It has come. You cannot run to anywhere. It has come. They receive the Hausas, they enter, and now they are deceiving the Southerners to enter. And some of our Southerners are buying into this. Some of our Southern politicians are buying into this, their games. You see them coming out to talk about the herdsmen, and they will never mention Fulani herdsmen. They try to rename, they have already succeeded in the north in renaming the bandits, the terrorists in the north as bandits. After renaming it, they handed the north over to the bandits, and bandits are now in control. They are not fighting them. They display their arms and ammunition in the public. Nobody goes about them. Instead, they are going to the southern part of Nigeria. Going to the southern part of Nigeria to accumulate land. They have exported all their terrorists to the southern part of Nigeria, forcing us to accept Fulanis by all means. They are forcing us to accept them by all means possible, that they are good people. When you talk about them, they tell you that Fulanis move with stick. Now they are moving with AK-47. Sometimes they come and tell you that the AK-47 they are using is to protect themselves while they are traveling. They are allowed to use AK-47 to protect themselves, but an ordinary person in the south cannot protect himself even with a knife. They can't allow them to protect themselves even with a knife. They are coming to the southern part of Nigeria to take away everything that we are using to protect ourselves. Take it away and allow the Fulanis to invade. And some of us still think it is business as usual. Some of us are still there looking and talking carelessly, talking about one Nigeria. You see some people when they come to that, one of the lies that they are preaching, they come and tell you that even if after breaking up that the problem will remain, that the problem will even be worse than it is. This is what somebody from the south will come to do. Listen to one reverend father. This one is a reverend father. What a reverend father is saying. Somebody who is supposed to have spiritual eyes to know what is going to happen today or tomorrow. Look at the kind of message he's preaching. Even though he knows the truth, he is dancing around it. When you listen to him, to what he says, you will know fully that this man knows the truth, but he is scared of saying the truth. Instead, he is preaching one Nigeria, telling us that after the separation, if we begin to divide, that when you come to this, the Biafra land, that there will be struggling who is going to be the leader and who will not be the leader. In every zone, that there will be infighting. Who told you that? There will never be something as worse as Nigeria. If Nigeria is after people go away from Nigeria, you can never guess any nation worse like Nigeria after no matter how bad the nation will be, it can never be as worse as Nigeria. That is one thing they should know. And when you are talking down on that when you are talking rubbish about the issue of disintegration or separating or breakup of Nigeria, when you are talking pretending because of your devilish mind, because of your selfish interest, you are encouraging people to stay in one Nigeria. That is not going to work out. You forget there is something they call democracy. There is something I call democracy. Infighting, there will be vote. Even if there is infighting, there is infighting everywhere. Even in the United States, there is. And they are succeeding. In UK, there is. They are succeeding. Japan, there is. But people are succeeding. It can never be as worse as Nigeria anywhere in the world. It can never. Listen to that Reverend Father, what he has to say. Then we can come back.
If in Igbo land today, they are giving Biafra, right in Igbo land, I know when you go to Imo State, the Okigwe man want to be the leader. The Olu man want to be the leader. So what are we talking about? So when you give us Biafra, the Olu man will say, I want Olu nation. If we have a problem, let's acknowledge we have a problem and solve the problem. The world is becoming global today. So this issue of we want to leave is because there are problems in the current state of Nigeria. If those problems disappear, everybody will want to fly the flag of Nigeria and carry the green passport and say, I am a Nigerian. Our leaders should hear this very clearly. Don't pretend there is a problem in Nigeria. A problem of marginalization, a problem of oppression, a problem of segregation, a problem of religious difference is a reality. People don't think like Nigerians first. They think the region they come from. They think their ethnic difference. They think by their action and their body language. So we should tell ourselves the truth. Cessationists are calling for cessation because there is injustice at the center. But when everybody is happy, I am telling you, nobody will know that there is a Yoruba man in Nigeria. Nobody will know that there is an Igbo man in Nigeria. The Benue man who is a thief or who is an Idoma man, they will not know there is a difference. They will only know there is one Nigeria. We are not more diverse than America. America has almost all the races of the world. And yet they live as a nation and they are very happy. And they are the giant of the world. In our diversity is our strength. In our diversity is the beauty of life. We call on all Nigerians to eschew hatred, eschew religious bigotry, eschew bitterness. People who are aggrieved in our nation should be invited by government to a discussion table. All the wars that have been fought in the entire history of humanity were resolved on a round table. I want to tell Nigerians, the blood and the life of men are sacred. Everybody that have grievances in this country, please let's come to a round table and solve our problem. After all, we are all brothers in humanity. Well, I call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to remember that the oath he has taken in office, God will ask him to be responsible. He should sit down, forget about the sycophants around him, be in touch with the reality of the poor man and help to heal this country. History will not forgive him. He may not be on the good side of history if he does nothing. But if he does something, his name will be glorious in the annals of history. And I pray that before he leaves that throne, Nigeria will be great again. It is only in Nigeria that you find that things happen and happen again and again, and yet we don't have ways of thinking on how to cope this. The philosophy of Boko Haram is Western education is a crime. And today they are attacking schools. They have started in the Northeast. It is now spreading to all over the place. One day, this country cannot run schools. So for me, the Safe School Initiative, I pray the National Assembly to be up and doing. The monies we learn were released for Safe School Initiative. Where is the money? Why are the schools not safe? It is only in Nigeria that you budget school for safe school initiative and the school become unsafe. So you find out that everything we budget for in this country, the more you budget for power, the more darkness we have. The more you budget for security, the more insecure we are. What kind of a nation are we? The next generation will not forgive us if schools are shut down. The only sure foundation for national growth and development is number one, education. Go and ask the Singaporeans. Go and ask Paul Kagame here in Africa. A man that took a country from ashes to glory. Today, can you compare the country of Paul Kagame and Nigeria? Why are we losing foreign investment? Because people think we are not serious. When they look at us, the more they look, the less they understand. Please, if we want to practice federalism in Nigeria, let us practice federalism in the true sense of federalism. If we want to practice a unitary system of government, let us practice a unitary system of government. Let's not deceive ourselves. These things are failing because we have a constitution that is confused. A unitary constitution called a federal constitution. How do you expect children in schools to be safe?
After listening to this Reverend Father, you can see obviously that he knows the truth, but he's denying the truth. Stop listening to people like this because they come in the sheepskin, meanwhile they are wolves. They come in a sheepskin, meanwhile they are wolves. You see them. Not only this Reverend Father, there are so many of them, they call themselves pastors and GOs. Each time you see them on their pulpit, they are talking about one Nigeria. One Nigeria that they know that it's not one. and can never ever be one. They cannot be bold enough to stand up and preach the right message. Tell them to let people who want to go. Conduct referendum. Asking for a referendum is not a crime. It can never be worse. There is no nation, even the Arewa, when they leave Nigeria, they can never be as worse as they are now. They'll be better. When they leave Nigeria, if Arewa leave Biafra and Odudua to go and stay their own, they will be much more better. They can concentrate to deal with their problem. They can concentrate to deal with these terrorists that are overtaking them. All these their politicians that are employing terrorists from abroad to come and consume Nigeria. They will be able to checkmate them. They are now feeling less concerned because they feel it's about everybody. When it becomes about them alone, they will be serious and they will deal with it. That is why you have to ask for break up. It is not out of hate. Stop promoting one Nigeria that can never ever work. One Nigeria that will take your head, that will kill you. One Nigeria that you're not even sure after making that statement of one Nigeria whether you will be able to survive the next day. This is somebody who is talking about staying in one Nigeria. This very Reverend Federal that just spoken now. Let him go to the northeast and begin to walk around and see if he'll be free. We are talking about when in this same place many Christians have been killed in the north for no just cause, only just because they are Christians. They lose their life. And you are here still talking and preaching one Nigeria. May God have mercy on such people. There are several messages like that. When you see them telling you that when you break up the problem, don't mind them. When you break up, the problem can never be the same. There will never be any fighting. If you talk of quarrel, there will always be quarreling, either anywhere or anywhere. But there will never be a country that will be as worse as Nigeria after breakup. It can never happen. When we get Biafra, there will never be any fighting. There will be quarrel, yes. After the quarrel, we will settle our differences. And Biafra will have a legitimate way of electing their leaders. Don't come and tell me that the people who are in power will still come and take over. They can never. Nobody operating in this very contraption now called Nigeria will have any position in the Biafra that is coming. Where are you going to come from? Who is going to vote for you? On which banner are you going to stand? On which banner? On which party are you going to stand to contest in the Biafra that is coming? The Odudua that is coming, on which stand is Tinubu going to stand to contest in the Odudua that is coming? And who is going to vote for him? Knowing fully well what he has done when he was in Nigeria. Who is going to vote for him? It can never be business as usual. It can never be the same. You can never compare them. Stop threatening people with all those lies. Stop threatening people with all those lies that when they get their country, they begin to fight. Anambra man will be saying, why Imo man will be president. Imo man will say, why Lagos man will say, why Odo man will be president. You are talking a blatant liar. That is what you are. Stop preaching lies. It can never happen. It cannot happen. We are in 21st century. We are not that daft the way you think. For those of you who have outgrown your brain have stuck on old issues, your brain are stuck on old views, we have moved ahead. Very far more ahead. So stop pulling us back. Stop pulling us back. If you want to continue to be in one Nigeria, vote for one Nigeria and remain there. Conduct referendum. Just conduct that referendum. Let the referendum be conducted. If people, those who want to be in Nigeria, can go with their Nigeria and stay. Those who don't want to be in Nigeria will go their separate ways and have their own nation. What concerns you if they die or they live? It doesn't concern you. Let them run their nation. Let's see how it's going to be. Let them run it. Let's see how it will be. There will never ever be any country as worse as Nigeria. There can never be. There will never ever be. It doesn't matter how you preach, you paint it. There can never be. No matter how terrible the new nations that we emerge will be, they can never be the same with Nigeria. Let us continue to say the right word and continue to make our demand a breakup. A justified demand, a breakup to save life. A breakup for people to live a reasonable life, a responsible life. A breakup for people to see the light. A breakup for people to be human, not animals. We don't want to live in the zoo anymore. We want to be the human being that we are and act as humans. That is why we're asking for breakup. Thank you so much for watching from wherever you're watching. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. Thank you and remember us. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.
you.